Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube and all of the supporters from Patreon for their dedicated support of keeping this channel always on the rise.
Chickens. Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube and all of the supporters from Patreon for their dedicated support of keeping this channel always on the rise.
Chickens. Where you at?
Huge shout out to all of the Adventurers Guild members here on YouTube and all of the supporters from Patreon for their dedicated support of keeping this channel always on the rise. Good morning, everybody. It's dark, I know. It's still early morning here. I haven't turned on the lights yet because Chris is still relaxing. In the meantime, we're gonna get going here. I got my second cup of coffee. I think I need to restart here. Restart my phone. First thing we need to do is we need to fly to South Shore because we got to turn in the what the hell's this quest? Oh, that's right. We were doing the Desolus quest for Scarlet Monastery yesterday. I don't think anybody's online at the moment. Just Remy.
Hello.
Show me where I can fly. It's probably going to be quicker for me
Good luck.
to go to Stormwind and then out to South Shore. I've trained, right?
What brings you here?
Nope, I have not. Alright, Mage Armor. What is this? It's a new thing I need to take a look at. Increases the resistance to all magic by 5 unless 30% of damage is good unless casting. Ah. So hold up here. Frost armor, mage armor. Sounds interesting. Let's try that for a little bit. Scorch, rank 3. And Cone of Cold, rank 2. Right. I feel like I have a... I need to go through my quest log, quest journal at some point. It's the only one I want to turn in right now is this one. And I need to work on my tailoring, but I don't have any mage weave at the moment. That's what I'm on. That's the tier I'm on. So if you watched last night's stream, got to level 50 on the second character in EverQuest on the TLP server of Yellowknack. Check the gold bank for Mage Weave. Probably none in here, but there's Silk. Oh, he said he made that for me. That's a level 65 axe. What's level 65? I can't use that for a long time. Nah, it's only Silk. I need Mage Weave. Meantime, let's go wrap up this Scarlet Monastery quest. And then while we're up there, we'll probably go over to the Arathi Foothills and take care of that. I think we have the Manor quest, like the Hillsbury Manor.
Well met.
I need a ride. Oh. I just. Morning, William Sparoh. Non-committal chuckle. Silly non sequitur. Intelligent retort. Pithy comment. Gross. Never happened. Morning, Nick. Morning, you two. I'm getting YouTube spun up on my phone so I can actually check comments. I was restarting. Chris is still behind me. I think she's sort of awake. She's not awake enough to say hello yet. We were talking about Dora, the mama cat, went out this morning, and I let her out too early. I didn't understand what we were supposed to do this morning, so I let her out, and I knew we were letting her out today, but I was supposed to go fix the back fence so that she could get out easily, and that did not happen. And I came in to get my coffee and went back out, and she's gone. I don't know where she went, but today was her Liberty Day. Today was the first day of freedom for Dora, but we were supposed to wait till later so that she didn't have to climb over the fence, and I was supposed to wait for Chris to help me, and I kind of jumped the gun on that because she was going crazy at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, go outside, shut up. So hopefully it's her first day of being out in like, so she had the babies 8 weeks ago. She's been cooped up in the house as an indoor cat for 2 months. We've let her out in the yard a few times the last few days, like the last week after her surgery, but she hasn't gone out in 8 weeks. So today's her first day. It's been 10 days since her surgery, so she's pretty good. The big thing will be if she gets in a fight, which hopefully she doesn't get in a fight. I'm not worried about her hunting because she's running around here playing with the kittens and everything else. It's the fighting other cats, and I let her out a little too early because there's still some other cats that roam around until about 6:30. So hopefully I don't come to regret that decision. I am going to go turn in this quest over here. Don't forget that tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is our multi-stream night. Hopefully my brother can get caught up. He's been having internet issues, and supposedly he was gaming on 4G last night. I don't know if he got caught up. I haven't sent him any messages. Oh, I could just check the guild. No, he's still 33, so he didn't get caught up last night. Oh, but he was on an hour ago. Let me send him a message. Or if it did, my phone was being cranky, but yeah. Just now seeing your message. And was actually checking the guild roster to see if you got a level. Apparently he sent me a message last night saying, yeah, let's play in the morning. But I didn't get his message till literally just now. I picked up my phone and it dinged at me. So who knows? He is not 34. He's had internet issues for 2 days. Supposedly he's getting a new modem today. If you get your modem today, or if you just want to play on your 4G, let me know. and we can get you caught up sometime today. I don't know what the weather's going to be like if you're going to be home. So we'll see if we can get him caught up. But tonight should be our multi-stream night. Oh, Nathan might be coming on. Is Nathan coming on for us to go work on that quest line? I know he logged into the app, but doesn't mean he's coming online yet. Usually Nathan's sleeping at this hour. I don't think he usually plays at this time. Alright, upstairs is this person.
Hey there. Be careful. What can I do for you?
I know, Sparoh, that's what I was thinking. He's not online, but his app logged in. But I also noticed he was logged into EverQuest like all day yesterday, so I'm wondering if he was out of town and
Greetings.
doing stuff with the family and just left his
See you
computer
later.
on. Might have just restarted, logged into the app, but not logged into the game. Alright, I need to work on some of these quests. This one for sure. We'll go do this one. We also have this one. Both are in the Arathi Highlands. Usually Nathan is like going to bed when I'm waking up. So if I'm getting up at like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, usually Nathan is sending me messages just like, here's this, this, and this. I'm going to
King's
bed.
honor, friend.
Oh man, we have such different schedules. Oh.
Light bless you.
Coffee. I was gonna do a just chatting stream this morning, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go play Warcraft. I'm pretty much like we went shopping for wood yesterday. We didn't go shopping. We went price checking wood for the chicken coop. I think it's gonna be about $250 to build it. Like we were trying to, trying to estimate everything, and between the lumber and the sheet metal and chicken wire and mesh and everything we need, I think it's gonna be like $250. But Chris wants to check in her hometown where her family lives because they know some local guys who cut lumber for a living and some local carpenters, and they can get things cheaper than what I would have to pay if I bought it from the local. Like there was a paint store slash lumber store that we went to the other day, and they quoted me prices that are, I haven't checked them against the U.S. prices, but they were, the cost is the cost, But Chris is thinking she can get something for maybe 15 to 25% cheaper in her hometown. So we might. I'm gonna let her do that, and then we'll decide whether or where we are buying the lumber. Because the chickens are getting big. They're gonna need a new home sooner rather than later. They're not flying to get out of anything. The big thing would be getting it built before they start laying eggs, which I think I've got time before they start laying eggs. Nathan Napalm is logging in. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm hearing like sneaky things. Aha! Nathan is up early. Well, if he's gonna want to work on that, I may go help him run that real quick. Why does it say invalid target? Curzon's compound. Where the hell is Curzon's compound? Oh, that's Stranglethorn. Hey Jitterbug, it is about 6:30 in the morning where I live. This guy's gonna shoot at me? He didn't count for anything.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, Jesus, you scared the... I wasn't ready for that. Oh, good morning. You're up way early, dude. What's up with you?
We had a long day yesterday. Had to take the wife get checked out, and then want to be good to her because she broke her toe. So
Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, I figured something was up because you were logged into EverQuest like all day, and I was like, I bet he had to go for something important,
yeah,
and his
yeah,
computer
yeah.
stayed on.
That's exactly what happened. And you know what else I did? I was recording the whole time. So I woke up this morning and I had like 32 hours of
Oh,
recording. I was like, oh my god, I
oh
left
no.
it recording by accident.
Hey, that happens though. So hopefully is she doing okay?
Yeah. It was just yesterday's a bad day. Just a lot of pain and so I took her to her favorite place to eat and et cetera, and we just had a day where I babied her up a little bit.
Big
She's
toe or
back to
small
work
toe?
today. Big toe. Well, actually, the crack is the probably the majority of her pain is her big toe, but her little toe is fractured as well.
Ugh.
The one right beside it.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I've ever done that myself, but I remember Chris broke her toe maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and that's it. It wasn't a fun couple weeks.
No, and you know what? It kind of hurts. I told her, I was like, because I broke my toe in a fit of anger at a job, kicking what I thought was an empty box, and it was full of crap. And even now, every once in a random while, it'll just hurt for just a split second, like it's still broke for no reason.
Well, it's like she still gets random pains from. She had a surgery. Oh, I don't remember how. 2014 for when she had the ectopic pregnancy, and she had a one of the fallopian tubes. They'd removed one side,
Yeah.
and she'll get random pain, usually associated with. And this is just a random thing, but like usually like if she gets gassy, it'll be like a random like there's a scar tissue inside or something. It's weird how people can get residual pain years and years and years after something.
Yeah, and I read into it, and there may not even be a scientific reason for that in some cases, where it's like it's just your body remembers that something ain't right, so it's just like, hey, warning, you know, it's like there's nothing actually wrong. Yeah.
Kind of like the phantom limb thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the creepiest thing, dude. Where they like those stories where they would go behind their back, not even tell the patient, reset the broken limb, like. You know what I mean? Like, and then they would get relief, and it's like, what?
Sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just first because I'm pretty sure you got to be 34. You can't even pick up the quest.
It says you are 34 on my screen.
Oh, I am 34. When did I do that? Cool. Okay.
You do have to be 34 to get the quest, though. So.
Must have, when I was questing here, I must have hit it and forgot.
Yeah, the pickup is in Stormwind.
All right. Where are you at right now?
I'm over in Hillsbury. Hillsbury. I'm in Arathi Highlands.
All right.
But I can
that
portal
way.
back to Stormwind.
I think I talked to Sparoh because I was like, I'll hop on, but she just finished it, so I was like, oh, okay. Well, but
Yeah, I helped her get it yesterday.
It's really the kills you got to get that are the hard part.
Yes, the rest of it's running around for like an hour and then about 30 minutes of it's only about 30 minutes of kills. So it's like an hour runtime. So what you'll need to do is go to Stormwind to get the quest, and then from there we'll need to go back to Ashenvale, to Astronar, and then from there we have to run down to Desolus, and that's the part that takes probably 45 minutes.
Run.
Because we got to get a couple of flight paths along the way, and
yeah, I'm so used to not going to bed like that early because it was a long day and I was crashed. I got up and like my wife was in the bathroom. I was like, I thought you were gonna go to work today. She's like, I am. I'm getting ready. I was like, oh God, it's It's 6:30.
What time is it?
I'm not used to waking up at that time.
I'll scream at you, Sparrow, when we get to that point. And yeah, William, I don't know if I've ever broken one, but I may have fractured it once upon a time.
Yeah, so are you live?
Yeah.
It
Jen-
doesn't matter.
yeah.
If people hear little secrets, if they're live, they deserve it. The Choose Your Own Adventure, I've started filming it. I'm trying to make it higher quality, but I don't have the family staff I had last summer.
Oh,
working and
yeah.
stuff. So I'm doing miniatures a lot now.
Yes.
And it looks so cool, dude. I'm in love
I'm interested
with
to
how
see
it
what you're
looks.
going to do, because that's what my brother and I were going to do for the promotional material for the Weave in the Void when we were ready to start doing, and it hasn't happened because of
Yeah.
just all the other things that are going on. But originally the idea to do trailers on YouTube for the tabletop campaign was to shoot short films with miniatures. I'm really interested to see how you're going to be doing that with yours.
Well, maybe some of the miniatures we can convert over that I make anyway, right? And we could still do that for the Kickstarter. You know what I mean? That's worth thinking about, because for one thing, I'm working on Temple right now. I could easily, after I film with it, because I only need it for the scene that I'm doing now, I'm not gonna throw them away though. You know what I mean? So we could convert it, put some, make it look like a church of the Elder Ways. You know what I mean?
You just gave me a good idea. So I don't know if you were around at this point. So 2017, Joey and I built 3 big tabletop boards.
Okay.
One is a lava scene, like an underground lava cavern.
How cool. Okay.
The other one was like a canyon scene, and then we have a big open scene, and they were zones from Saga Lucemia. We actually took game zones and put them into tabletop setting, and then but they've been sitting in my parents' basement for like 5 years now. I wonder if there's a way to I'll whenever we get Joey on, we can talk about this maybe tonight if he's around.
Yeah.
And see about getting those to you somehow, because we're not going to do anything with them. We've been sitting there talking about, like, what are we going to do with these things?
Or just film them. You know what I mean? And then send me the footage. Where do your parents live though? Is that
it's in
not
Missouri?
Accessible. Yeah.
No, it's in Missouri. But the theory would be, if my brother has tax dollars to burn, doing a road trip to get them delivered.
Yeah, I could help with that. You know what I mean? We could help with the money when it'd be a time issue probably for him too. So.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to him. He doesn't have internet right now, so he's been a little stressed the last couple of days because his ISP, it's some local dude, and the guy basically flaked out, and he hasn't had internet for 2 days. So hopefully he'll get it by tonight. He was trying to game on his 4G, I think, this morning, and I didn't get his messages, so he hasn't got 34 yet. So hopefully he'll get it by tonight. I think he's going to get his modem tonight, or today, excuse me. So whenever we get a chance to meet with him, we can shoot the shit about that. Because considering you're going to be doing so much filming, that would be ideal for you to just have those on hand. Because dude, the one is like a 3-foot by 5-foot board. It's a big set piece. And then the other one's like I think the one is 3 by 5. And the other one is like 3 by 3, and the other one's 2 by 2. I think are the dimensions. Let me go see if I can pull that up, because those were on the Saga Lucemia YouTube channel, which, as we know, got nuked. But if the videos are still on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook channel, I'll link those to you while I'm sitting here medding. Sparoh says she doesn't remember there being singing in the Choose Your Own Adventure. That needs to happen, apparently.
Yeah, there wasn't last time, but there will be this time.
There you go. She says, take a wrong turn, land yourself in a tavern full of singing hobbits.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be good.
Here it is. So this is the... I'm going to ping this to you in a private DM here on Discord.
I cheated and used for Phandalin, actually. I found video clips of a museum exhibit of like somebody recreated a tabletop like Birmingham, I think it was,
Huh.
back in medieval times.
Nice.
And that's what inspired me. I seen that and I was like, oh, that's how I can do this. And like, it looked really cool, but you know, I don't need the staff that it requires to go to real
Correct.
places.
So I linked you something. You should be able to see it on Facebook without a Facebook account, or without
Okay.
being logged in. So this is
Check that out.
we built a big old board, and we used like the base was the styrofoam, but then we used like real wood and real rocks and real material to build. Like the cliff faces was just like chunks of bark off of trees that we glued on and then painted over, so it has real texture to it. And then we used like rocks and tree limbs and stuff for the fire pits, and it was
Oh wow.
it took us 50 hours to build the big board, over the course of like 2 weeks. And that's
Look how
literally
young
just
Joey
been,
is.
huh?
I said, look how young Joey looks.
Yeah, that was
I think I see Chris peeking. Was that Chris peeking in?
yeah,
Yep,
she was
yep,
there.
yep.
That was the first big trip she took up to the U.S. We went up to do a speaking gig at a conference, and then we went and spent like 4 months at the ranch. And we built this during that. We actually took these to Austin when we were doing the stage presentation at the Austin Game Conference.
How cool.
But like this board and the other two are just literally just sitting there. And I know my old man's bitched about it like half a dozen. When are you gonna get these boards out of my basement? It's because you always go down there, huh? They're just staring at
Yeah,
you.
right. Just driving you nuts, huh?
I think what drives him nuts is it's D&D stuff. So it's like he feels
Yeah.
like there's this devil in his basement that's
Yeah.
burning a hole. I got Satan in my basement.
How
Oh,
cool,
man.
dude. I'm watching it now. Watching it come together.
Yeah, this is the sped up version too, because I recorded every single session in an individual clip and put them out on YouTube, and then I did the this one as the oh my god, am I gonna die? Your wife makes you turn off stuff when Nathan sings.
There goes the trees.
Oh, the trees were the hardest part. That was a pain in the butt.
Farewell.
Oh, I like the steam effect.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Oh, was it caught in the top of the tree? Is
Yeah.
That what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then we just used like a spray on. We put glue in like a spritzer bottle and glued the flock on.
Looks good.
It's not a perfect solution because if you touch it too much, it'll rub off on you. But visually, it looks good.
It does.
Twas a long time ago, and then we used epoxy for the river bases. So yeah, we'll have to coordinate with my brother. There's got to be a way that we can affordably get those sorted out. Because if you're going to be doing all those miniature sets, you could have those on hand to use against a green screen.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, it looks good.
I might not be able to draw, but I can build stuff.
Heck yeah, that looks really good.
I can blame Joey for that one too, because he got obsessed with watching YouTube videos of guys building those war game bases for like Warhammer and stuff. And so he kept sending me all these YouTube videos, and he was like, dude, we should build one of these and take it to Austin. And I was like, okay. And then I got there, and we were like, we're not just going to build one, we're going to build 3. And that turned into like a 3-month project. Yeah, and I don't know if you've had a
Okay.
chance to go through the voiceovers yet, but if you need me to change like the emotion state, let me know, and I can always record another pass.
No, actually, it's perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect.
I really had
let
a
me
hard time with
see.
Torben. Like I did like 6 different takes that I just didn't send because I couldn't get a voice that I liked, and finally I was like, you know what, I should just do him as like a southern gentleman
Yeah.
type, and then that was the one that I ended up being happiest with.
Yep, it's perfect. Toblin's in the opening scene, and then, the way I'm doing this one is like, there's 3 quests, and you pick which one you want to take, right? And then, depending on that branches into 3 different storylines,
Nice.
basically. Of course, there's variations in the 3, but, I think doing it that way gives people very clear, like, there are different paths.
But not overwhelmingly too many.
Yeah, but not like branches off into different storylines at random parts where people are gonna have no idea that it even exists, Because it is aggravating. There's some like really cool scenes in the old D&D where it's got like 10 views, like nobody knew about them,
So buried in there, yeah.
It's so buried, yeah. Like the dragon. There's so many people. It's like I didn't know there was a dragon in that campaign. All right, brother Anton, where is he?
He's in the cathedral from Crowley. He's up in the cathedral to the right-hand side, but downstairs.
Uh-huh. There he is.
Light be with you.
All right.
For the Alliance.
All right, I'm headed to fly now.
Yeah, I'll be at Meniful Harbor is where we're gonna want to go. So we'll need to catch the boat over to Aston. Unless, where are you bound actually? Where's your hearth at?
Let me check. In Darkshire.
Okay, yeah, don't do that. Meniful Harbor.
All
And then
right.
we'll take the boat over to the other side.
Did I talk to you about how upset I got the other day over the leveling up between in TLP?
No. Well, I remember
It,
we talked about something during our live stream where you were saying how much you hate soloing.
yeah, and I tried again because it was double XP, and I thought it was only for the weekend, so it was like, or extended weekend, so it was like July 4th night. We got home from going out and doing the firework thing, and then I was like, well, okay, it's time to level up at EverQuest. Well, I got the good XP. Went to Unrest. There's a little spot where you go like around the maze, and I just poked my head out of one of those sides, whichever one is not camped, and just pull like a beetle or, one undead or whatever. And dude, I had the worst luck, of course, and like kept getting like stun locked and killed.
Oh man.
I was like going negative in experience, and we're talking like hours later, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to Drag tomorrow. I can't do this. I'm not having fun. I'm getting pissed off. Like, EverQuest just wasn't meant to be played like this. It sucks. And I talked to him, and then thankfully Cryptbox and Sparoh were like, let's hop on, and then once I had people, it was like, yay, EverQuest, fun again,
I couldn't do it solo. Yeah. And if I wasn't, if I didn't already have commitments on those nights, I would be happy to join you guys. But because like up until my schedule is going to be changing now that this happened. So I hit 50 last night on my second character on TLP. So I'm still going to be playing Saturdays and Sunday mornings, especially once Ixar comes out, because our static group has a good morning,
Ixar.
Chris. Yeah, we have a static group planned for the Ixars on Saturday and Sunday mornings, but I've been playing Saturday and Sunday mornings plus Mondays and Wednesday nights, having a static group and streaming those nights. But I think starting this upcoming week, I'm no longer going to be doing the Monday and Wednesday nights with the static group, because we're already at level 50. Like, I don't need to do a third character until the Ixar drops. So I can probably be available to help on those if you guys are still playing. Because I was going to ask too, it felt to me like you guys had set a pretty progressive goal for the levels between each week.
Yeah, and that was something everybody was like, once I started kind of stomping my feet a bit, everybody's kind of like, yeah, we're all kind of struggling. I did find Cryptbox, who had never played EverQuest before, and he's like actually getting fairly addicted. So he's a late nighter. So I was like, all right, I got a buddy who that's usually when I'm free, and there would be nobody else on, like I'm the only weirdo that was up that late. So as long as I got one other person can take this, like a DPS is what I need. And he's an enchanter too, so like that kind of solves the problem. I don't mind the, downtime, which I can self-heal a bit and alleviate a lot of that. So now that I've got Cryptbox at night, I don't think it'll be too bad.
That won't be as bad. I was gonna say, because I know Helena, Rolf, I think he's come and helped you power level a bit. I don't know how late he plays, but I know he's already got I don't know if you're still in chat, William, but I know he's got a new character he's rolling up to, a druid, his third character that he's leveling up. So there's potentially the getting that guy in your group as well. Because I was just looking when you guys said 24 for Tuesday, and it was already like Thursday, and everybody was only like level 18. I'm like, that's a little, that's hard. Like
Brutal, yeah.
Yeah, like Warcraft, I feel like it hasn't been too difficult because we haven't it's pretty easy to level here as well. If you can get a 2-hour session in, you can easily get a level just doing quests.
Warcraft Classic is different because I can just log on at night If there's nobody on, it's no big deal. I can just do some quests, whatever. It's pretty chill, and it doesn't feel like I can't do it. You know, the penalty for death, for one thing, isn't anywhere near as severe.
I will let her know when she comes back in,
All
Sparoh.
right.
She ducked, like, she immediately just got up to go pee.
Here, let me think here. Head to the docks.
Yeah, the boat just left, so we'll catch the next one.
All right.
Oh, Yellonak will already. It's already petered off. Hey, you want to come say hi to Sparoh? What's that? That's from yesterday. Do you want to come say hi to Sparoh? ¿Quieres decir hola o más tarde? Oh, I finally got the light turned on. I said, Sparoh said hi. Do you want to say hi, or are you gonna get your coffee first? She says she wants her coffee first. Dora's outside, you said? Okay. ¿Quién? Ah, okay. Okay, gracias. She says good morning, Sparrow, by the way, but she's like, I need coffee before I get on camera. Alright, thank you, honey. Yep. She also says good morning to you too, Nathan.
Yeah, good. Tell her I said good morning as well. And good morning, Sparoh.
I was gonna say too, Sparrow. It's like, yeah. Anytime we play one of these TLPs, they peter off after about 3 to 6 weeks, and we've already noticed that we're down to maybe 20 people that are regularly playing. And I think the decision we made last night when we were talking was, obviously we have our static group going. That's gonna keep going, hopefully forever, because I'm really having fun and everything else. But I know there's quite a few people who want to raid, and I don't. I want to raid here, at least not in Classic or Kunark. I am interested in Velius raiding and Lukeland raiding, but that's still so far down the pipeline. So I think conversation last night was like Kel and some other folks will probably just end up joining a raid guild with their main characters, and then we'll keep meeting up on Saturdays and Sundays for the static groups for those Saturday, Sunday morning sessions and streams. But
Now, I don't know if you've ever done it before, Impel. I haven't, but a lot of people have told me, I'm sure you've heard it too, that when it gets to Dungeons of Norath, that has some really awesome dungeons. And
oh, LDON is freaking amazing. Like
you've
when
done
that,
it? Oh, you played it.
well,
Okay,
I
okay.
played it live when it first came out, and it was amazing. Because the dungeons are meant for static groups, so it's like everything is set up for 6-man groups, and there's all those different camps which have all the different zones. So like you can go to like the Butcher Block camp and you get those dungeons. You go to like the Everfrost camp and you get those dungeons. So it's a really cool dungeon expand. It was really good when it came out. Like cut plus because you could get the points and you could use those points to buy gear. Suddenly you could get raid equivalent gear without needing to do raids because you could go grind the dungeons and get the points and spend the points on the gear sets. Such a good expansion, but it's also way deep into the progression servers. Like that's a long way out when they're doing every 8 weeks.
Exactly, yeah.
So I say all that to say this. I'm about to make this game my priority streaming game. So this mage is gonna be a character that I play probably. I've already been leveling up during the days, but I'm probably gonna start playing him a lot more because I've never seen Burning Crusade, and I'm really having fun here. So keeping my static group for EverQuest and Saturdays and Sundays, but then spending way more time here. And I need to make a guild recruitment video and start preparing because if Wrath is going to hit in August, I want to start getting us ready, get all the peeps recruited and stuff. And I really loved Redbeard Flynn's video yesterday. I watched it yesterday, and then I made it my own kind of reaction video to it. But he was talking about the pay-to-win stuff, and then I went and made my own pay-to-win video because I had thoughts on it. But it's such a fun topic because like we got into a discussion in the comments section of like technically an expansion can be considered pay-to-win because you're spending money to get better gear and more levels, and it was like, man, that's the fun part about pay to win is everyone has a different interpretation of what is pay to win. Remy, thank you, good sir. We are $5 towards the $25 goal today. Appreciate it, Remy. I think you ducked out a little while ago. You were logged in earlier this morning. Thank you for the super chat donation, sir.
How may I help?
All right, from here we're gonna ride to Astronar, Nathan.
Farewell.
And while we're doing the ride, I'm gonna take a quick bio, and I will be right back.
Okay.
What's up, fellas?
Hey. Rimpel's AFK right now.
Ah, I see.
What are you up to?
Figured I'd come help you guys out.
Yeah, we're flying to what's that place called? Astronar.
Yep, I
To
just
start that run.
got the boat ride over.
All right. Wait, well, he's AFK, so it'll probably give you time to catch up.
All right, I'm alive now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. From here, we begin the
And-
long run.
We've got Maduros coming too.
Nice. Yeah, I invited him earlier, and I forgot to tell him what we were doing. Oh, he's in voice chat now. Never mind.
Yep, he's here.
Well, the lights are on.
Yeah,
now
I
in my
saw your
bedroom.
stream, so
Well, I was just gonna level, and then Nathan logged in at like an obscenely early hour, so it's like, well, I guess I know what we're doing this morning.
And I tell you, I want to admit something. So everybody complains about boosting, right? Here's what they created boosting for. My wife wants to play, but she's working all the time, etc. now. So I was like, you know, I'll help catch you up. And she's like, gosh, I don't want to do that old content again. She's really not a fan of World of Warcraft, but she hasn't gotten to do the really fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I told her, because she was talking about how she misses raiding in Final Fantasy 14, etc. I was like, look, we're going to be playing World of Warcraft, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, it has really good rating as well. So if you liked Final Fantasy 14s, you would like it as well, and you could, you know, catch up with us and probably get in on it. Especially since you're really skilled and that's like your thing. So she's probably, I don't know for sure, but we're probably just going to boost her so she doesn't have to do the
Sure.
stuff she's already done 100 times, you know?
I think it's total. That's why I use pots and everything in
Yeah,
TLP.
yeah.
It's like, screw that noise. I've done Unrest 5 million times.
It's designed for, like, I don't want to do that again, right?
Yes.
Like, I've done that too many times.
I'll tell you what, if they didn't have if the boosts weren't so damn expensive in Lotra, I probably would have used the boost a couple times there too. But they want a little too much money for their boosts.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're charging like I think it's like a full $60 to get like a boost to cap. It's like that is
Yeah, and I feel like World of Warcraft does a good job of being like, well, you also get this mount and you get a couple of months,
Yeah.
3 months free time. It's kind of like, well, I'm really just buying the game time and getting a couple of small things I don't necessarily care about, but a lot of people do. Because I'll ride this mount to the end of time. I really don't care. You know, like, that's not a... I don't really get into that. Until it's something really cool, like, you know, if you can unlock, you go... You know, grind out and get a really cool dragon mount or something. That might be worth it, but...
well, that's the thing for me is since I've never played this, and Wrath is just around the corner, like I'm gonna go whole hog. Like it's been a long time since I've had just one MMORPG that I focused on.
Yeah.
And I think this is gonna be it for me for the foreseeable future. Like obviously I'm still playing Lotro and TLP and stuff, but that's, you know, 1 or 2 nights a week, couple sessions here and there, whereas, you know, I haven't done a big game in a while. Like TLPs are great and everything else, but those usually only last for 2 to 3 months before people burn off and want to go do other things. I did 6 months when Classic first launched because I was having so much fun, and I didn't stop having fun until it got to the Black Talon. Maybe that's not what it's called. There's a raid. There was a
Black
big.
Fathom Deep. No, what
No,
is
it's
that
Black
called?
Talon or some sort of dragon raid.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And it became this.
Blackrock Spire. Maybe?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
And it was like it
Blackrock,
became
yeah.
this thing where everyone was like, "Well, you're gonna have to spend 3 nights a week just grinding out mats to make pots so that you can do the raids." And I went, "That's not fun to me. I don't want to spend 3 nights a week grinding to make pots. I just want to be able to play." And so that's when I went, "You know what? I'm done." All right, now we got a lot of running to do because we got to go get the Stone Talon Peak.
Yeah, when
Path.
Wrath launches, there's going to be a faction, a dragon faction, Wormrest Temple.
Mm-hmm.
And with them, you can get a Drake mount.
Oh baby.
Yeah, now those kind of things I'll do.
Oh yeah.
Or if you guys are like wanting them out, I'll have fun just doing it with you guys. You know what I mean? But if it's just me, I'm not a big mount collector guy.
We need the Drake mounts.
Sparoh, what's up?
Hey, just thought
Girl,
I'd
just-
come kill some skellies with you.
You ninja'd in for that comment.
I did.
Oh, and I don't know if you've heard or not, Sparoh, but they are planning on continuing the expansions, but changing them to be classic feeling. So
For
it'll be
WoW?
like yeah,
So-
for WoW. Classic.
That assumes that Cataclysm's next.
Well, we don't know what they're gonna do. They could just decide to go in a different direction, because the way they worded it was just like, it's not just gonna be Wrath and it's over. It was like, we're gonna continue forward with the story, but we're going to remain true to our tenets for keeping it feeling classic. So
I
I
wonder
don't.
if they're really trying to learn from their mistakes.
It appears, but you know, Blizzard's so tricky, man. They're so good at that PR, like, no, we get it now. You know, so who knows if they're just saying that, and
Yeah,
who knows?
we'll see. It's been fun so far. I've enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I missed my druid.
I need to send my brother a text message and be like, "It's what you're missing out on." I shouldn't tease him though. It's his internet's fault, not his fault.
Yeah.
Rub it in his face. Sucks
We're
to
having
about.
fun without you.
Yeah.
Classic brother move.
Maybe those insects that were biting him also got into his cabling or
Oh,
something.
dude,
modem.
his I don't know if any of you have chiggers where you live,
I don't
or if
think
Yep,
so.
we sure do.
Okay, so chiggers are a normal thing for those who don't know. They come out every summer when it's hot, and they're another parasite like ticks, but you can't see them. They're so tiny, they're like microscopic, and they like to get in the tight places like where your socks are and everything else. And you cannot avoid them. You can use bug spray, but if you're going to be outside, you're going to get chigger bites. And when it gets in you, it's not like a tick where you can pull it out and then it's over with. It's not. It's in. It burrows in, and then it starts to dissolve your flesh around that area, so it creates this itchy bite. Now, normally it's just a red, itchy, inflamed bite that lasts for anywhere from 7 to 10 days on average. Well, it's been hot and humid, and he's got to go out and do chores, and so he's out there wearing pants and cowboy boots and trying to keep his boots up and socks pulled up and everything else to try to keep him out as much as possible. And he got into it somewhere, and he sent me pictures that are like, oh my god, dude, like we were supposed to play Tuesday morning when he still had internet, and I just get a text message from him the night before, and he's like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, I'm feeling like crap, my legs are all ate up and it's all swollen. And he sent me a picture of his right leg, and I mean, he had probably 20 bites on it, and it was all swollen up. And then he had him on his wrist, like where he wears like a copper bracelet, and they got under his bracelet. And then, he just was ate up. And then nobody was open because it was 4th of July, so he couldn't go see the doctor. And then he went on the 5th, and no doctors were in their local office because it was still holiday. So he finally went to the doctor yesterday, and yesterday was the day when he didn't have internet. So he was like, screw it. He went to town, went to the doctor's office, went into Verizon, and he got signed up for a Verizon business account for their 5G mobile modem or whatever. He's going to hopefully try that out starting today. I think he's supposed to go pick up the modem today, actually, hopefully, theoretically. But he sent me a picture last night. Like, usually a chigger bite is just a bump, and it itches, and it's annoying.
Right.
But that's it. It might scab over. His have festered, and he's got like inch-wide blisters around each one of the bites. It's nasty, dude. Like, he's got a whole splotch in his leg. It's like a 5-inch round section that all blistered up. I was like, dude,
Wow,
that
I've never
sucks.
had that bad.
Yeah, that's bad. It's kind of like, have you guys ever had like poison oak, gotten into poison oak?
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
It causes that blister.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I was like, that's, So we were giving him shit that it's the chiggers from the upside down, because they're not normal chiggers.
Did you finish? Did you finish?
We watched episode 8 last night, so we have the finale,
Okay.
which is 2.5 hours. We have the finale left to watch. But we did sneak an episode in last night.
Well, I'm not gonna. No spoilers, but I am gonna say that we finished it, and I kept waiting to be offended because so many people were offended. Man, people are offended are crazy. Come on, it was so good. I'm 100% satisfied with it.
I've loved it so far. As far as I understand,
People gotta quit being so sensitive. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after you've.
No
finished,
worries.
but, like, oh my goodness, because I can't. It was so bad that I was like, wait a minute, what? Where was the offensive part? My wife was like, I think it was yada yada, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me! That was so well done. That was the most tasteful way to do that. Like, it was part of the story. Like, it fits with the story. What are you people talking about?
I have been thoroughly enjoying. Did you get that flight path?
Yes, I did.
All right, now another run. I haven't seen a show weave D&D in so well until Stranger Things, but I also loved the fact that the Satanic Panic was like part of the central theme of the early parts of the episode. It's like they're poking fun at it too.
Yeah.
And
it fits the time period.
yeah, it fits the time period and the storyline. And so I told Chris, I was like, I had to explain to her the Satanic Panic part of it because, growing up in Mexico, not being a D&D aficionado, she had no clue. I was basically, this is my parents, basically. Only they had their Satanic Panic in the early 90s. But like the kids getting in on it too, and like the jocks, getting all up on the bandwagon and gotta go after the Hellfire Club. Hey, did you see that update I put out? I know you were busy with your wife's stuff the other day and broken toe and everything, Nathan, but did you see the Celasta update?
With the multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just multiplayer, but like crossplay between Xbox, PC, and Mac, which makes me wonder. Oh, did I lose you? Makes me wonder if they're going to start working on a PS port next. Because I didn't even know they were working on a console version, and then they dropped that news, and they've got the first expansions or DLCs already out. They're doing a second DLC, which is adding the Bard and the Barbarian. I mean, that's a Kickstarter game done right. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because that'll be really fun to hold over waiting on Baldur's Gate 3, which today will be the panel from hell.
Is that today or tomorrow? That's today.
I thought it was today. Yeah,
it is today at noon Pacific, noon Central. Ooh, wonder what they're gonna announce today. It's probably the Bard.
It's probably the Bard, but dang it, I've been waiting forever for the Paladin.
I wonder why they haven't done the Paladin yet.
I don't know. Just to make me upset.
That's got to get onto our agenda at some point this summer.
It really does. It's so good.
And with Celasta having a multiplayer, we'll probably have to do at least a session of that one day.
And I think they will by the time it launches. But I don't think it can right now. I don't think it's integrated into YouTube. It is integrated into Twitch. Though, where it just pops up the choices, lets your chat pick what they want to do.
Is that automatic with Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, it's automatic. I did it on Twitch just to try it, and it was really cool. Oh, actually, I'm telling a lie. It does work on YouTube. I did it on YouTube. Never mind. It does work.
I need to look into that because I never set up the integration with Twitch even, so I would need to go log into my account and.
Yeah, you don't even have to worry about it now. You can do it straight through YouTube, because that's what I did.
Well, don't you have to link your YouTube account first?
I think you just link it to the game, if I remember right.
Oh, to the client patcher.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think when I first did it, it was only Twitch, and I streamed it on YouTube, so.
I was gonna say, even if you have trouble with it, there's the polls you can run. You could just do like ABCD, and it represent the ones or to make it quick to pop up a poll.
Yeah, because as much as I loved the Pathfinder games from Owlcat, they've got way better voice acting, more polish, and etc. than Celasta. But the thing that won me over with Celasta was like the dice rolls, and it really felt more like. Don't get me wrong, the Pathfinder games are amazing, top-down RPGs. Like, those are really good RPGs if you like the Baldur's Gate style. But Celasta was like a true turn-based grid system. the dice rolls are everywhere. You can see the dice rolls happening. The fact that they have like the jumping mechanic where you like the better your stats are, the farther you can jump, and there's certain things that you can't get across if your stats aren't good enough, and all the secret areas, and
Yep.
it's just it's like the budget version of what they're doing with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Still absolutely as nerdy.
Yes.
You know, and it does feel like where you're like, all right, let me see how much further I can get in the campaign today. You know what I mean? Magical. Being able to play D&D on your own time. You know what I mean? Like, not having to worry about other people showing up. That is amazing.
Well, I'm also hoping, theoretically, we're slowly, like, today was the first day that Mama Cat has been able to go out after getting spayed. And Chris has got adoption stuff out for the kittens and all this other stuff. So I'm hoping we're getting to the point where Chris is going to have less cat duties to be obsessed over. And I'm really hoping she can get back into gaming once or twice a week, because
Yeah.
it's either going to be Lotro or WoW. I'd love to get her into WoW. She did try it when Classic first came out, so we'll see. But considering we've got so many people who are going to be coming to World of Warcraft to play this, it would be nice to get her in and actually, because I think all she's ever done, she's really only ever gamed with me, and I think Gila joined us a couple times. I think we may have done 1 or 2 sessions with Sparoh and Bounty Code, but I'd like to get her in and doing regular community stuff.
Yeah.
And hunters are fun in WoW.
Yeah.
You have a good time with that, probably.
She did she tried a warrior one time, and then the other time I had her try a mage while I played a priest. And she did have a lot of fun blowing shit up with fireballs. Alright. Give me 2 seconds
got
here. Alright, give me 2 seconds here. We can also wait for everybody else to get here. I'm gonna duck out.
Yeah, they're almost here.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck out too, make sure Chris doesn't need anything before we actually do the kill part. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, I was just busy killing stuff for their skins.
Nice. I'm gonna get into one of the crafting here very soon. I haven't decided what I want to do yet.
Went skinning and leather working. I can't wait to get into Burning Crusade and get my flying mount. Or my flying form.
Is that at 40?
No, it's I think gonna be whatever the end level is for Burning Crusade.
Oh, you gotta get all the. You mean to start Burning Crusade, or to?
I think
when
you have
it's
to get
over?
through Burning Crusade
Oh,
content.
okay.
Yeah.
Might be around 58 or so then.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, right now you have to hit 70 for flying, but
Oof.
I don't know if they change that when Wrath launches. Because like how they did with Burning Crusade, they dropped mounts down to 30. I think I know it for sure at some point they do drop flying down to 60.
To 60, okay.
Yeah, because just like Burning Crusade, you can go out there at 58. You can go to Wrath at 68.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to Wrath at 68, you already can't fly.
Right.
Because in Wrath you have to hit the 80 and you get the cold weather flying to
Mm-hmm.
be able to fly there.
Yeah, that cheesed me off the first time I went through. I loved flying, got it Burning Crusade, then get to Wrath and you can't fly. Oh, that's
Yeah,
just wrong.
that's
Yeah, you get that cold weather or whatever.
yeah, that's something they're changing with the newest expansion. You're gonna be able to fly immediately.
Oh, thank you, Blizzard.
Yeah, and the what's gonna be different though is the Drake flying.
hmm
So that's gonna be stuff that you kind of level up.
Mm.
Yeah, like you
'Cause-
make your dragon, you kind of like, and then you level it up and make it better and be able to do more things. And
Yeah, because they're going kind of like the Guild Wars 2 route. You're gonna be able to do dives, and they already said that once your Drake is leveled up, it's gonna be significantly faster than a normal flying mount.
Wow. Interesting.
yep, it's looking like they're really trying to make Dragonflight be like a reset for World of Warcraft. I gotta level up my dude because I got one at max level, but no, he's not almost max level, and then just had trouble logging on retail and doing that. Not a big fan.
He beat me up pretty good.
Are you nearby, Sparoh?
I'm just down killing basilisks and stuff
Oh,
for
okay.
skins.
All right, I had to play cat herder.
Back?
Yes, I am back. Did somebody just share
Welcome back.
something with me? I don't think I got it.
Oh yeah, it was just for an easy turn-in quest right here.
Here, share that again, please.
Oh, I
Yes.
turned it in.
Okay, no worries. Not a big deal.
I thought you got it on that guy already.
No,
Basically, it's a quest from
Ironforge, isn't it?
yeah, and when you turn it in, it unlocks a quest chain you can do here where you have to kill the satyrs.
Got my kitty cat.
I've got
Oh, nice.
8. I've got 8 kitty cats. That was literally I stepped out to just see if Chris was okay, and she was outside like, help! I want to get them all inside. Well, she was outside, but the neighbor decided that she was going to start burning trash, so wanted to get them all inside and close the windows before we got smoke inside the house. But we left Mama Cat out. She's officially able to go now, so she already went somewhere this morning and showed back up meowing at the door like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, that's good. She made her way back. She wasn't like, I hate you for doing this to me. I'm out.
Yeah. But she definitely, like, I went out with her at like 4:45 this morning, and she was roaming the fence line. And there's a section of our chain link fence back in where it borders up against the forest, where the previous owners, they just had basically pulled the fence up and propped it up on top of a cinder block to allow her passage. And that's how she came to our house in the first place, was she was used to coming here for scraps and stuff. And we put it down. We removed the cinder block once she was super pregnant, because we didn't want her getting hurt or stuff going out back. And then this morning I was like, I couldn't get it up by myself, so I was like, well, you'll just have to wait until Chris wakes up. And then I went inside to make a coffee, and by the time I went back out, she had already said peace out and climbed somewhere and climbed out. So I was like, well, I guess she's ready. we go down here, Maduros? I forget. I know it's this direction, but...
Yeah, you can. It all leads there. I was just taking the safer route.
My poor horse!
Was this the escort quest? I remember something with that.
Oh, is it up?
Oh, yeah. It's one of them. So there's two you can do. The one's really tough because it's not up that often.
Mm.
And that starts all the way, usually it starts all the way north. And then the other one, you start on the other side of that Manorock Coven. And you have to like escort them through that area.
We just squeezed right through there. No ads.
Here they are.
Alright. To see if my pally can hold aggro.
Yeah. I gotta remember how to play again.
Well, to be fair, I've only ever played my hunter. This one's a little different. Have to be a little careful about going crazy right off the bat. All you sneaky types.
Oh, I didn't. How do I have my thing on? That's my problem. Turn that on since we get some mana.
Turn all the things on.
Yep. They're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Bam. Resistant guy.
There's a bunch up here. halfway.
Nice. Much quicker in a
Never.
group.
Yeah.
It went pretty quick with Sparoh with yesterday because we had Sparoh,
That's
myself,
very
and another mage, so they burned pretty quick. Would not want to do this solo at this level.
No.
Yeah, they're pretty resistant too.
Drinking a little mage drink, a little mana drink.
Get some juicy juice. Tasty man juice.
I just realized the other day you can eat and drink at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't
had
know
no
that.
idea. It told me in like the loading tooltip, and I was like, I didn't know that.
I'll be damned, you totally can.
Isn't that weird? Never knew that.
I did not either.
All the World of Warcraft veterans are like, jeez.
Noobs.
Freaking noobs.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's why I could tell because there was like no comment. Like that's what that means.
I'm just joking. I wasn't thinking that. Anyone want that scroll of protection? Where'd it go? Do you want that, Nathan?
Nope. Oh, did I get it?
Nope.
Okay. No, I don't want it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good. I'm good. I got a bunch of them.
Let's put it on then. Oh, pops you out of cat form. That's rude. Then I gotta gain back all my energy.
I think there's one or two on the other side of this pillar.
That
Back
might be the
again,
end
back
of them.
again. Yeah. This is where they repop on you as you're running, fighting
Yeah.
one, and
Suddenly you're fighting 5.
yeah, it got a little hairy yesterday doing that.
Man, I'm gonna have to drop back and start harvesting one day. Because my herbalism is so far behind my levels.
Popping back over here. I only need 7 more.
Pop on me too. Mage weave, yes, finally. That's like literally, everything I have is on Mage Weave step, and I haven't found any until today. I need it for tailoring, most importantly. but also into first aid. But tailoring is my priority at the moment.
Two more. Last one. Done.
Congrats.
That.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
I thought you... Oh, that's right. You did it with Madurio the other day. It's like, I thought you already did this.
Yeah, I did it on the priest.
Dread swoop.
It's
What's wrong with these
dreadful.
names?
Truly dreadful.
Looking forward to getting back to some trees and nice scenery.
You don't like the desolate plains?
Nope. Kinda desolate.
After the cataclysm, though, it isn't.
No?
There's, yeah, no, this whole area changes. It's like a thick jungle then, in certain spots. I mean, it still has some areas that are desolate, like it is now, but there's these huge
What's up, Brian?
splotches of like really thick jungle that have like these carnivorous plants and
Oh. I feel like
raptors and stuff. Yeah.
that sounds familiar. Maybe I did go through it then before.
A common complaint at the time, which they mostly fixed with Cataclysm, was, you know, certain levels you hit, you have to go to like 3 different zones because the starting areas of those zones are on level zone. It's like you have to be 10 levels higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They change it so that once you go into a zone, you can complete the whole zone from start to
Yeah.
finish.
Right.
Yeah.
They did the hubs really well if you like hubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not wrong. Like, that's one of the things I've noticed about these zones is they took the EverQuest model of, we're going to have a big zone, but it's going to have like 20 levels, you know, of stuff. But it's not necessarily stuff that you're going to do consecutively. It's going to be, you can do 5 levels here, then you have to bounce out, go somewhere else for a few levels, then you can
Yeah.
come back and
Yeah.
do the next
Yep.
tier here.
Yeah, with Kata, that completely changes.
Interesting.
Which for WoW, I actually enjoyed the quest hub because I was soloing, duoing anyway, so the quest hubs made sense to level. So I enjoyed it when it got a little more streamlined like that. But I wouldn't want that for, say, something like Pantheon, that it's more exploratory.
Yeah.
It's a different mindset.
For the light.
Yep.
One of my favorite quest lines actually comes in Cataclysm, just because it's pretty comical, and it's a zone that you can easily skip when you're leveling, and that's in the Badlands. and it's basically this gnome, this dwarf, and like a human that are regaling their tale of when Deathwing flew over and what they did.
Can I assist you?
Like the dwarf, of course, is like saying, but you play out each of their stories as them. So like you play as the dwarf, and you have like a different hotbar, and like the gnome uses engineering, and you grow to like this huge giant to fight Deathwing. And
Are we flying down to?
You need to go back to the
Paramore?
no, go up to the coast. I forget which one it was. It's the one. It's one where the boat is to take us back.
Aberdeen, Dark Shore,
Aberdeen,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
Are you going back to like the Stormwind side?
Yes, we have to do a
Yeah.
turn in
Because he's
South
found
Shore.
in Dark Shore.
Oh yeah, I am. I
or
could
whatever.
just. I could
Is that the
just do
same
that.
side?
Yeah. Yeah.
at some point in Hillsbrad Hills, like the area between Hillsbrad and Delaran, which in Wrath, they moved Delaran up to Northrend. They put a little farm, and they put a Plants vs. Zombie mini game there.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, like
Cool.
you're playing plants and you fight against like the undead, and if you finish it, it's like a series of like 5 quests.
My son just platinumed Resident Evil 7 and 8. Did everything.
That's a big
Accomplishment.
He loves those games.
Yeah. I think Ren's internet's having issues today.
well, for the stream it is. Why am I
okay.
am I chopping out here too?
A little bit, but I thought it just cut out. I thought maybe you went out. for a
No,
minute.
it's I did a speed check, and the upload is definitely, they're having something. I may need to reset the modem.
Mm.
It's 8 o'clock. Everybody's getting up, and businesses are starting to use the internet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it part of my regular routine to just right before a stream just restart everything.
That's actually not a bad. I was doing that before they quote unquote fixed my internet, and I've not had issues since. A couple of times, like randomly hiccups. But it's weird because I started streaming at like 5 a.m. and I was fine, but it is 8 o'clock here right now, which means this is when they're probably getting to the office,
Yeah.
and so the bandwidth is starting to get sucked up. I'm willing to bet that my stream did just cut out though, because I got
Spinning
this.
on my end.
Yeah, it's spinning on my phone too.
But I never know if that's my internet or the person's streaming
Yep.
internet.
Yeah.
When you're watching, you always assume it's yours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or I do anyway. Always I'm like, dang it, I'm freaking internet.
So I guess I'm just flying back out to South Shore, and that's where we're starting tonight.
Theoretically, that's where we're starting tonight. I'm still waiting to hear back from my brother if he gets internet, because he is not 34 yet. So,
Well,
because
if he does get the internet back on, let me know and I'll hop on help too.
Yeah, I told him, because I don't know what his schedule is like today, so I don't know if he's gonna try to hop on in the afternoon or something. But he's been out without internet for 48 hours now, so he just hasn't been able to play. So if that gets sorted and he's able to log on, I know he was on this morning, but he was on his 4G and he played a little bit, but he didn't get his ding.
Hmm.
So the plan is tonight yes, we'll do Scarlet Monastery, unless we have to get him caught up, in which case we might need to do this run for him. Hopefully we won't have to, because that'll take an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Plus side is that since Scarlet Monastery has such a good level range, we shouldn't need to do, unless people want to, there shouldn't need to be any offline leveling for the next, because isn't next week a Pantheon week?
Yes, it is.
Right. So if tonight is Scarlet Monastery, then coming back on the 21st, we would also be continuing the Scarlet Monastery runs. I'm still going to be playing and leveling at my Mage, but the Hunter will be parked, and Sparoh and Nathan, you two won't need to worry about leveling these characters. So if you have other characters you need to level for, like EverQuest, there shall be plenty of time.
Sparoh, I don't think we even set a goal for next week in EverQuest, did we?
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, when originally Crypt was going to be gone for a couple weeks, he said 24. So I've already hit that.
Okay. So that's what I need to get to?
I think you're close, right?
I think I am. I think I'm like 23.
Yeah. And I think tomorrow's the last day for the XP, so if you want to grind something out, let me know. Try to hop on. Today and tomorrow might be a little sketchy, though. I got to get stuff done, and then tomorrow I have the birthday party that I'm going to, so...
Okay.
So I'll be out for P99 tomorrow.
Yeah, I knew that you guys... I knew that we weren't doing P99 tomorrow, because you and Bounty have that going on.
Yep.
Because tomorrow night, instead, they've convinced me to go do Plane of Hate on Yellowknife, so...
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab... My nicotine is out. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And we're here.
Oh, shit. Run. Tabbed out reading Discord.
I hate that when you don't realize and then you're back on the boat and you're like, ah, no.
Thankfully, the boats only take 5 minutes here instead of 45 minutes like in...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a good boat ride, but that's a little long.
Well met. Be careful.
And we're going down to...
You're going over to the South Shore.
Up to South Shore, yeah. Go north. The north one.
There we go. I like the way they did the boats in Final Fantasy 11. Like, you got on a boat, and if you were a low level, you actually went below deck, because monsters were likely going to pop on the boat on the top.
That's interesting.
The high levels would fight the monsters off to protect the newbies.
What if there were no high levels?
Then you just hid in the thing and hope for the best.
That'd be traumatic.
But it became a big thing where it was like, if you were a high level, you would get up on the top deck and fish while you waited, which meant, like, I'm not even worried about it. Let them try.
Whack them with
I
my
do
fishing
remember I
pole.
had fishing quests that I was supposed to go on a boat. I never did those.
In WoW?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, in Final Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out which boat from what person. It was kind of weird.
No, was that 11 or 14?
14.
Oh, in 14, okay. I don't think you had to worry about monsters in 14. It was in 11.
Oh, okay.
Now, once you've all turned in, my plan is to keep playing for the next few hours, but I don't know what you all have going on today. So if you want to continue leveling, and I'm completely happy to go wherever you guys want to go. Otherwise, if you're heading out, I will go from here over to Arathi and work on my quests.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to get adulty stuff done, like shopping and
Yep.
horrible stuff like that.
We did ours, what is today? Not yesterday, the day before
It's
yesterday,
Thursday.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not the inn.
It's over here on the other side of the street, I think. Stairs.
Yeah, we're actually like a week late shopping, grocery shopping. We put it off
there.
all week long. So I have to go today, and tomorrow's the party, so I gotta go get a gift and all that stuff.
Life. Meh.
I know. Those people want me peopling.
Oh, my people skills are like 2 right now.
Yeah, same. I just don't have the desire to people in person.
You know what's funny is the older I get, the less I want to people. Like, I used to love, and I guess there's a part of me that does kind of miss going to a conference and being up on stage in front of people and giving a presentation. And because there's a certain, I mean, I could see being like an actor or a musician where you get that adrenaline rush and that endorphin from being quote unquote in front of people and important for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't miss the rest of it, which is like the people, lots and lots of people, which is, the conferences I kind of miss. But I'm getting to the point where I hate going to the grocery store because it's like it seems like every time I go to the grocery store, unless I go first thing in the morning, there's just what I call stupid people at the grocery store, which is really just people, and I'm just a grumpy old fart.
Yeah, pretty much. You meet
Like-
people.
Like, get away from my tomatoes. Those are my tomatoes. Stop picking
And
the
they're
best.
thinking the same thing.
I know. It's like, God damn it, those are my tomatoes. You're grabbing the last bag of good lettuce.
Yeah, I was, somewhat. I was an introvert, but kind of normal before the last 2 years, and then the last 2 years being forced to be locked up and stuff. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I don't even try. I don't want to people
Safe
anymore.
travels. Need
Done.
help?
Yeah,
It's just more comfortable at home, and
Yes.
I figured if I can go 2 years without seeing people, I don't need to see you, I guess.
It's also the I like the fact that you can do like some of the things that came up out of the pandemic. Like Uber Eats kind of existed before the pandemic, but we also
Oh, yeah.
got like DoorDash and all these things that were sort of starting to grow within the pandemic. It's like, at least living in the city, it doesn't exist here where I live because I'm in the boonies now, but living in the city, one of the nicest things was the convenience factor of being, I don't even need to leave the house for grocery shopping anymore because I could just do, like even the grocery stores have their own delivery service now in the cities because of the pandemic stuff. So it was like, I can literally just set up an account with my grocery store, go on their app, order everything I want, Costco, order everything I want, and then you've got Uber Eats having the fact that you can even go onto Uber Eats and like you can go to Costco on Uber Eats and someone will go to Costco for you. You don't even have to have a membership. You can send someone to Costco to buy a bunch of stuff for you and they'll bring it back to your house without you even needing a Costco membership. It's brilliant.
Interesting. I hadn't heard of that one. Like, I've heard of Costco, but I mean that somebody else with a membership can go in and order it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, instant cart.
Yeah,
Instant cart.
that's another option. Yeah. So it's just
Yeah, I don't need the people anymore, I guess.
I'm just not in the market for making new real life friends.
no.
Like I don't like that anymore. I don't care. Like,
And Chris and I
I don't
also
have
talk.
time.
Well, it's not even the time factor. It's also like, I'm comfortable in my marriage, and it is that, you've gotten to the sweatpants stage. It's like I don't need to.
I don't want to go back to the,
Needing to make an impression.
Right. I don't want to have to look
on and
pretty.
all that, right?
Oh gosh. But
Pants.
then
Who
people
wants
force you to
pants?
people with birthday parties and stuff, which really, I mean, I want to be, it's my goddaughter's birthday party, so I do want to go in my brain, but the rest of me is just like, I don't want to. If any of them are listening, I'm happy to come.
I love you, but
I
from
love
a
you.
distance. From a distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you mostly from a distance.
Yeah. Well, and a party is a whole other thing. It's not like it's just going to be us, right? It's going to be all the people's.
Need help?
All right.
Route
So on that note,
35.
I'm going to hop out, gents.
Okay. Thanks,
All
coming,
right,
Sparrow.
thanks, Sparoh.
See you
Yeah,
tonight.
have a great day. Yep.
So that's it. Well, I'm
Hey.
gonna hang on for a
See you
second
around.
because Maduros has a
Yeah.
maybe a necklace. If you don't have one, I can just go buy one off the
Yeah.
auction house.
Yep, I got one. I'm making you one now.
What's it cost for the mats? Roughly.
Oh, nothing. I